why is it important for them to dedicate time to outlining and documenting who their buyer is?
Everything in marketing and advertising is predicated on knowing who your buyer is. If you don't communicate well with the person who matters, with the person who can make the buying decision, with the person who has the money and the ability to say yes to what you're doing, then you're wasting your time and your resources and your budget. So it's fundamentally important to first and foremost understand who can actually buy what we're selling, what we're offering, and then how do we find those people and how do we create a message that's compelling to them? And how do we
Mhm.
get that message in front of them consistently and over time? So everything, I would say, starts with figuring out who is the buyer.
And I couldn't agree more. I mean, I'm building a whole course around it, right? I think that you and I are wired very similarly that, if we see a nail, we're going to be a hammer when it comes to, identifying your buyer, building a marketing strategy, doing a lot of thinking before acting. And I think there's a lot of merit to that, as you're saying. You know, the as I would say, the most important thing you can do for your marketing plan is to start at the beginning, and that is, who is your buyer, right? The more
Yes.
you identify about who that buyer is, and we're not talking about, the things that you should know already if you're already in business, and that is firmographically, the size company, revenue, employees, those kind of things. Maybe the role that they hold. Those are all important things, but we're also talking about more psychographic type of things, or even more of the detailed demographic type of things.
Yes.
Getting into these deeper elements and really understanding the buyer.